Okay, I'm gonna wrap up my Jurassic Park movie reviews. It's really rants. I wish I was drunken for these rants, but I'm not. I just look at. So Jurassic Park 3. Jurassic Park 1 was great. It was epic, it had flaws, but the pros heavily outweighed the cons. Jurassic Park 2 is an unmitigated disaster. There's virtually. I liked. What's his fucking name? I liked the guy. I liked one guy. There was one character I liked. And now, dude, I should so fucking know his name. It'll come to me later. Other than that, it was just an unredeemable, horrible movie. Jurassic Park 2 was just every decision was the worst possible decision you could make. Jurassic Park 3 is garbage. It is a garbage movie. The What makes it less horrible is that you have Dr. Grant back. That, with except a few moments, they don't really drag him through poop too much. Um, he doesn't get terribly, horribly degraded. Um, the buddy who's with him, Billy, played by Alessandro Nivola. He's a good actor in this movie. He's a good actor in general. He's good in this movie. Those two guys are likable as individuals. They're likable together, and they're the sane, rational guys amid idiocy. All the other characters are idiotic in this movie. Everything else that's happening is idiotic in this movie. But at least there's two straight characters pointing that out, going, "This is idiotic." And the second one, everybody's like, "This is such a great idea." I mean, Jeff Goldblum is pointing out but his own plan is moronic. Um, Here you can kind of get behind these two guys. It doesn't last long, but there's a chunk of this movie where you got somebody to root for, and when the other characters, the other goofball moron characters, fumble around and fuck up everything they do, and these guys are sitting there going, "My God," you feel the same way. So there's someone that you can relate to here, where there was jack shit. Why am I constantly in the act of forgetting this guy's name? Such a minor point. I'm gonna go look him up. Freaking Vince Vaughn, criminy. Vince Vaughn in the second one was the only tolerable part of the movie. I kind of got behind him a little bit, but again, the character was. I was like, finally, somebody with some goddamn sense. But they really didn't do anything that great with him. The whole nothing great in it, nothing good in Jurassic Park 2 happened. But Vince Vaughn's character was I can relate to this guy. That's the only thing that wasn't just god awful in that movie. So with Jurassic Park 3, you got a couple guys that you can kind of get behind for the first third to half of the film. Um, then they end up at odds with one another for no real reason. Um, Billy grabs some raptor eggs and puts them in a knapsack kind of thing, little baggy do something they had in the suburbs. I don't know what it's called. Um, and I guess he's gonna sell them or something. And then Dr. Grant's like, "Yeah, just as horrible as the people created this place." And I'm like, not really. You know, he didn't want to be on the island. He got conned into it because of you. Followed you out of loyal. Unless there was a backstory I missed and all the horribleness, didn't even want to be there. Then he took a shot and grabbed some eggs. Maybe that's why he was there the whole time. I don't know. But so the first about half of the film, when those two guys are working together, that's tolerable. That's the you can put your head in there and get some fresh air. Be like, oh, thank God, this part of the story, and then back into the poop. Everything else is just pure poop. Taya Leone is in this, who is gorgeous. She's a gorgeous human being, and she's an excellent actress. Plays an incredibly annoying character. Not funny, not witty, not you laughing at it because it's great. Annoying. William H. Macy is an annoying character. They are two wholly unbelievable people. This did not work. These are two. These are all. The whole cast is talented actors. Understand me. Even the kid is talented. They're talented people. But what they're doing is so moronic. It's hard to get behind them. And the crux of the whole story is that the little boy goes parasailing with his mom's buddy, uncle, I don't know, somebody named Ben Hilgebrand. Their boat hits rocks, gets destroyed by a dinosaur. The guys on the boat get ate. They have to cut themselves loose while they're floating in the air to survive. They end up on the island. Ben Hilgebrand ends up dead. But the little boy, because of his knowledge of dinosaurs, just like Timmy in the first one, manages to survive. Because he read some books. He read some books about dinosaurs. And as a 12-year-old boy, that helped him survive dinosaurs. Not went through Bud's training to be a Navy SEAL. He wasn't in SOG or a Green Beret. He wasn't in Marine Recon or a Ranger. He's a 12-year-old boy who read some books about dinosaurs. And it helped him survive on an island jam-packed with them. Oh. So, everybody else in the movie, three guys who are supposed to be mercenaries but turn out they aren't, three chuckleheads who don't know shit, get hired by the parents of the missing boy to go rescue the kid, and then they more or less con and then kidnap Dr. Grant and Billy to go all, and it all ends up on the island to go find their missing son, because every other government agency and everybody else wouldn't help, and he's been missing for 8 weeks. And my COVID shot arm's still sore. So the two parents, you're supposed to understand their desperation, but that doesn't explain their idiocy. And then these three chuckleheads who are supposed to be mercenaries or something, who bring a handful of pop thinking they're going to take out an island full of dinosaurs for no fuck reason. Like, the two parents think these three guys will work, and the three guys think they're going to make some money off these two idiots, and they all think to go to this island and they're going to find a 12-year-old boy who's still alive after 8 weeks on the island. Wow. Wow. That is so absurd. Now, were this a comedy, like a Farley Brothers thing, and Three Stooges style, this would be hysterical. But they're serious. I just reviewed something. It was Dumb and Dumber. Dumb and Dumber is so obnoxious and absurd. As a premise, you know, concept, the script. You put the two wrong people in that movie, put the wrong cast in that film, it doesn't work. But Jim Carrey is so genius at comedy, and Jeff Daniels is so brilliant at playing his part, individually and collectively. They make this stupid fuck movie work because they're just that good. All these people are talented actors, but not talented enough to save this piece of shit. Nothing works. So the only thing to, again, surrounded by all this insanity, the only thing that works is Dr. Grant and Billy, because they're going, holy shit, these people are insane, and at least that makes sense, and so you kind of find yourself rooting for them a little bit, but nobody the fuck else. Then, when they inexplicably part ways, well, Billy ultimately gets carried off by a bird. Oh. But they end up at odds with each other, and that's where the movie just like pulls out both ass cheeks and just shits all over your face. So, Jurassic Park 3. Watch it if you want a reason to hate life. But other than that, don't go watch this movie. It's just trash. It's pure trash. That's it. I'm out of here. I hate them. After the first one, it's all just manure flowing down the pipe. Terrible. Cheers.